So we're here at Deer Creek. Billy's already mad at me because I didn't bring. I mean, it's coming, but it's not here.
I got here 8 hours early to get my car ready, and now we're gonna have to do it the last 15
So I'm supposed to be bringing him 2 new tires, but he didn't have a wheel for the one tire. Well, I didn't have a wheel for the one tire, so there's the wheel. There's the tire, the other tire. But his right rear tire is still in Tammy's trailer. So now he's complaining that he has to rush to put it on.
And I gotta put fluid in my transmission.
Hey man, it's already siped and grooved and ready to go. So it shouldn't take you that long. But I can't do anything right.
So you know your roll that 55-gallon drum out, just let it land on some tire thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it worked great.
Oh, it worked.
Did it break anything?
No, I almost lost my toes.
Well, you're not supposed to have your feet underneath the barrel.
Because it hit and it went boom and stood itself right back up.
Perfect.
And yeah, no, it was kind of neat, but woo! Sammy was right there.
Well, now you know how to do it.
I look back and Sammy's just. I'm like, that was close to my foot. She goes, that was very close to your foot.
Now you know how to do it. And don't do it with your steel-toed Crocs.
Yeah.
No Charlie tonight. Charlie's got drill again.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So Charlie's got drill again. Plus he's leaving for Croatia.
I called him this morning. I'm like, what time are you heading to the track? He's like, I'm not. I'm like, what do you mean? Dude, I'm at drill. Oh. Forgot about that.
So Charlie will race next weekend, but then he'll be gone for a month. So we're gonna try to do the best we can to keep you guys entertained on the channel. And I don't know, hopefully he'll be able to edit while he's gone. So there you go. We're up here at the track. This is track exit. This is where, after the races are done, this is the hole that you come through and come down to the scales. It's pretty empty right now, but just to give you an idea of the banking at Deer Creek, it's pretty flat on the very bottom, but then it gains banking in a hurry. And up along the wall, boy, it's sloped pretty good. And even the straightaways have some banking, you know, especially up along the wall. Again, the bottom's pretty flat, so if you're gonna hustle the bottom, it's pretty flat. But they do a great job here. We've been coming here for, boy, back when I used to race. Back when I used to race, they didn't have pits, weren't in the back this slide. The pits used to be over here in the back here. And right now there's a big campground on this side. So the Deer Creek campground is back in there. And that's an attraction in itself. A lot of people come just to hang out. Even when there is no races, there's lots of permanent campsites and stuff like that. And there are the luxury boxes, and then there's the decks. So all those decks are private decks that you can lease for the season. I believe the luxury boxes are like that as well. I think there's some you can lease for the season, and then there's actually ones that people buy and they actually own the box. And they can do whatever they want with it. And then up here on the top, up here, this is the Pepsi deck. And companies will rent that out for like their, you know, company picnics and stuff like that. It's just kind of cool. Like you're trying to scratch in some moisture. See what else we can find. to the main concession stand. Obviously, it's not open yet. Like I said, we're still a little bit early. There's Emmy.
Hey, Bill.
How's it going?
Good, yeah.
Doing a little Minnesota Dirt filming.
Let's go, Minnesota Dirt!
So she works at the concession stand. She works at a lot of the different tracks. So they're trying to get things going here. Pretty soon they'll be just busy, busy, busy. See what else we got going on here. They got this is kind of vendors row. Even on a normal night, they'll have different vendors out here. And of course, Deer Creek's got their own trailer. They do 50-50 tickets, which is pretty common. But they do it for different organizations. They'll come in. Hey, good morning. How are you? Or good afternoon.
You're right here, buddy.
Mr. Blanchard, how are you, sir?
I'm
I
better than nothing.
haven't seen you in a while. So,
Like this.
you still got your deck?
I don't know.
You don't anymore?
Yeah, I set up there.
Oh, do ya?
I pay him to set up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so Mr. Blanchard, he's one of the ones that has a...
Deck number 6 on the north
He's
end.
got one of the private decks up there. And so who are you working for today?
Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus is doing the 50-50.
Yep. 50-50.
So, all right, well, good job. Keep it up.
All right, buddy.
A lot of really big promotions and different places to sponsor and advertise. And they got real bathrooms. Well, that's women's. We don't want to check that one out. So they also got their share of porta potties. Don't get me wrong, but then they also got a real bathroom with real running water and real, handicapped accessible and all that fun stuff. Which everybody's gonna be going, well, great, Bill, showing us the bathrooms. Well, sometimes real running water and real bathrooms at a dirt track are hard to find. All right, well, now we're gonna go through another concession stand that they have here. How's it going, guys? They got popcorn, lots of pop. I believe you can get beer at this one too, I think. But this is, hot dogs and oh yeah, no, you can get beer at this one. You can get beer and pretzels, all the fast stuff. And then the main concession stand is like chicken, they got chicken fingers, hamburgers, all your normal track stuff. So things are starting to fill in here at the creek. We're gonna walk over here to the draw booth. I think Tammy and Billy have already drawn, but we'll show you how it works. Pretty similar, I'm sure, to most tracks. What's going on over here at the draw booth?
Should we be smiling? Or?
Yeah, you're gonna be on YouTube.
Oh, no!
I'm gonna make you YouTube famous. Minnesota Dirt.
Sweet.
You don't watch our channel?
I will now.
Minnesota Dirt. Usually Charlie does it, but he's at drill this weekend. So
Oh,
yeah, it's a channel that Charlie started.
sweet.
So yeah, we got about 2,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
It's been fun. So explain to me what you guys do.
We get all the drivers checked in. They come here and draw from us, and
So this would be the draw booth. That's how
Yep,
most
this
people
is
call it.
Yep, the driver check-in.
It's all computerized here at the Deer Creek Speedway.
Got nice little scanners to scan the
Oh
cars.
yeah, so you guys have that, what's that called?
My race pass.
My Race Pass. Yeah.
Yep. Get transponders. If they don't have transponders.
They rent transponders.
Yep, because we need them. Forbes gets crabby if you don't have them.
Oh, you hear that? You get crabby apparently? You get paid extra for that?
No, I just gotta put up with her
Oh.
power, so.
And then here comes Cole.
I miss her, Steinberg.
How you doing, sir?
Not bad.
Charlie's at drill this weekend, so I'm in charge of filming for Minnesota Dirt.
You get the fun job.
I was gonna come knock on your tower door and see if we can get a behind the scenes.
Have at her.
Perfect. So anyway,
We won't be as hot.
it won't be as fun. Well, it probably won't be as fun as you guys
It'll
get
be
it.
a hot mess.
A hot mess.
A hot
So is
mess.
this an official hot mess?
This is an official hot mess.
All right, it is a little warm tonight.
All right, Tony.
What's going on?
Not much. How about you?
Not too bad. How are we gonna draw?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna give you bad luck. What'd I do?
160.
Oh yeah, I didn't help you at all, did I?
I can take what you guys want.
Try to go forward.
So yeah, so they still do. They still draw with chips, but then they enter in the computer.
Exactly. All right.
Some of them, you push a button and then you push a button to make it stop, and it gives you a number. I like this way better, so it's not
It's more personalized.
no potential for rigging.
That's right.
Come on, Ross, what you got?
174.
Ah, I'm burning all your bridges over here. Ready for hot laps. Billy's first set of new tires this year. Let's hope it pays off. Cause they ain't cheap. You gonna run them new tires in the heat too, or just warm them up for hot laps here?
Heat cycling them on hot laps, and I'll put those back on.
Then you're gonna put these other ones back on?
Yes, sir.
We're going for hot laps. So, how was it? I think she's gonna be pretty dry.
Yeah,
That was a pretty aggressive move on Hunter. Did you just do that just to rattle his cage or what?
that's Toby.
Oh, that was it? I thought it was the 02.
That's Toby.
No.
There's 08.
Are you sure? I thought Hunter was 02 and Toby's 08.
Oh, maybe the other way around?
No, Hunter's 02.
Is he?
That was Hunter you did that to.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Toby's 08.
Well, now I don't feel bad.
Yeah, let's try to be that aggressive during a race when it actually counts.
It wasn't really that aggressive. He just
Oh, it was pretty aggressive.
he slowed down.
It was pretty aggressive. I haven't seen you do slide job anybody like that in quite a while. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I got a video. I got a video if you want to watch it. Yeah, you slide jobbed him, and he probably could have. He could have bumpered you, but he didn't. So I'm sure if you go over there and say hi, he'll be like, "What was that all about?"
Well, we just got done with hot laps, and my really good buddy Hunter was right in front of me, and it was the last lap, so I threw her pretty hard at the bottom, and I guess I slide jobbed him pretty bad. But Dad said that was a little aggressive for hot laps. Oops, I didn't quite mean to rattle his cage like that, but I better let's go have some words with Hunter. I'm sorry, buddy. So I got done with hot laps. I was right behind Hunter. The last corner, like I said, I decided to send her in the bottom, see if she'd stick. And I got out of the car, and my dad said, "What the heck was that?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
He said, "That was a hell of a move you threw on Hunter." I'm like, "I left him room at the top." He goes, "No, you slide jobbed him pretty bad, and he definitely could have punted you." I'm like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I probably should go over there and say something to him.
Yeah.
I just had to flex that huge crate motor power,
That's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
You know, against you open USRA cars, you know?
Oh yes.
How's the car feeling?
Not too bad.
Looks like you're looking like you're contemplating something here.
Yeah. See what we can get figured out.
What are you thinking?
We'll always make it faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how the heat goes and go from there.
What'd you draw?
I don't even know yet. I haven't looked.
Well, you don't know what number you drew?
Oh, I drew a 59.
Oh,
I
that
don't
should
know where I start.
Yeah, well, that should be at least front, second row, at least.
Yeah. Should be up there somewhere.
Should be. Well, cool.
Heat 1, so well, all I know.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
How do I turn this thing around? So like the camera is
tell you.
this way. I keep hitting this white button here and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn them around.
I don't know either. Let's go talk to Toby.
Yeah.
Toby,
How's it going?
what are you thinking today?
Not a whole lot. We're gonna beat Hunter.
Yeah, how did hot laps go?
Went pretty well. Car was fast. Felt good.
You know, you should really put a shirt on so you don't make the rest of us fat guys look bad, you know. Not all of
Someone's
us
gotta do it.
Not all of us can be a strapping 18-year-old anymore, you know.
Not quite 18 yet.
What? Do it again, Pops.
The flex. Showing up to all the ladies.
Well, cool. What'd you draw?
153.
Oof.
Not great. I started 4th in heat 3, I think.
4th? So second row still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, pretty stacked heat though.
Okay. Well, perfect. Well, we'll check back in with Toby later.
So sounds good. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Here in just a little bit. So we're going to roll a 6 of our 8 starters here in heat race number 1.
Hi guys. We're gonna sneak up to the booth. See how it feel the magic up here.
Be sure these lineups are right. Ryan Shaw's out there. That's supposed to be. According to our lineup. He's 17. He's not on my sheet for you. Oh, it's 155. Sorry.
All right, so it's the 30 of Demmer out front, the 56H of Brandon here in second place, but here comes that 17, who is actually Brian Shaw at number 17, trying to battle it out with Hare for second place.
Battle for second, Brian Shaw, the 17. Taking a look at the inside of Brandon Hare. Hare with the momentum up top. He'll hang on to that runner-up spot. Scott Demmer in the 30 continues to set the pace here in heat number 1 for the USRAB mods.
56H out of Hare, trying to drop down low. He's gaining a little bit of ground on Demmer, but that 17 of Shaw right up there as well.
Brandon Hare closing the gap just a touch on your leader. Scott Demmer to the 30. Hare down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4 as he tries to reel in your leaders. They come down underneath the trail flag stand. It's Demmer, Hare, and Shaw. 1, 2, 3.
It's still all Demmer right now. Hare in the 56H trying to gain some momentum coming down the backstretch. Going to try to forward into turns 3. Gets up really close, but it's still Demmer out front.
Brandon Hare right there, though, in the 56H as they roll down through turns 1 and 2. He'll go up the hill in turn number 1. Try to get that momentum cranked up out of corner number 2. He'll zoom right up to the rear bumper of the 30 of Scott Demmer's and corner number 3.
The 56H of
The 72 Alex.
Well, those guys are pretty busy, but if you can tell, that's probably the best duo in dirt racing. And they do a great job in there, very, very professional. And I don't know, maybe we'll try to sneak back in there later tonight. See if maybe we can talk to Todd and Kathy and get a little bit of insight from them. But great job these guys do here. Here we go. Billy's Heat 3 starting on the pole. Got a pretty tough crowd. So we'll see. Hopefully he can keep it there.
Here we go. And set for the green, stand by.
He's fast, man. Supposedly another crate motor. That's what we run. We run the 602 crate. Well, I don't know what more we could have done for him there. That was pretty good. We'll have to see what Billy thinks and see what we got for him. But boy, once Billy tried that slider there, tried to get in front of him, but just a little bit too much momentum. Couldn't get it to stick. He had to let it drift up the track too much. But good for him for giving it the old college try. We'll go talk to him, see what he thinks, and see what his thoughts are for the feature. How much room do you think you had on that slider?
Probably none. It's Nick Kaler.
Even Todd and everybody in the booth were squealing. They thought that was going to be a big one.
It's Nick Kaler. He knows what he's doing.
That car's fast, man.
Dumb fast, man. It's the only shot I had.
Yeah, well, good for you for trying. How was it otherwise? You didn't need that caution.
No,
You were gone. I mean, I don't know, like gone, like straight away gone, but I don't think he'd have caught you. If he was going to catch you and pass you for the win, it would have been like a slider like that, you know, for the checker. It would have been like right down to the wire.
It's just the track was so rough that anytime I actually drove it in like I wanted to, it would just pound the frame. And
so maybe we need to sneak another round in the front.
Well, it's not really that. It's just the holes. Like
but you got to be able to handle
if
holes.
If the track was smooth, I was fine.
But it ain't.
But then I'd hit them holes, and man, it would hit the frame. And
so it almost sounds like the same problem you had last week a little bit.
And then I'm still fighting that vertical free off. Like the car just wants to go straight up instead of
like side bite wise.
Yeah, like no forward drive. It just like just loose, free off. It just goes up to the wall. And then it finally catches itself and goes forward.
Well, maybe a little more J-bar angle and a round in the right front. Round in the right front will give you more drive off. A smidge on the J-bar might give you just a little bit more side bite.
I got a good side bite. Enter in middle, like a good side bite. Then as soon as I like lay the throttle back into it, it then like knocks the tire.
Again, round in the right front will put a little more drive in it.
Yeah, I'll get Adam on the phone. Want some ideas.
So it's feature time. Sounds like Billy's starting outside second row. Obviously he's gonna have to run the top a little bit. Just to see. Car's been good on the top, it's been pretty good on the bottom. Thanks to Adam with Les Toolman Racing. They're actually racing super stocks up north somewhere, but he was right away with answering the phone to give Billy a couple pointers. We had an idea of our own what we wanted to do, and Adam agreed, and then so we're starting to learn from Adam. But so he agreed with what we wanted to do. Hopefully we got something for him.
Stock cars and modifieds yet to come today.
What do we got going on here? Oh no. I don't like to listen to this at all.
Crisscross the field from row 2 on back.
Well, this definitely isn't good. Not sure what happened. They had to tow him from the back. I don't know if something. I mean, heck, he just came out on the track. I don't know if he adjusted something. And he came unadjusted or what? I have no idea. This is definitely not what we wanted. What happened? Yeah, if you can put him, he's got to get on that trailer right there. What happened?
Broke the drive shaft.
You broke a drive shaft? Yeah, something. God darn it. Well, that's a shot in the points.
Yeah, well, there goes our championship.
Huh?
There goes our championship.
Yep, you're probably right.
That's a 0.
Can't take a 0 running for track points.
Dang
Well, we were 5th, and I think we're about, I don't know, it was like 8 or 10, only like 8 or 10 points between 5th and 1st. And we were looking pretty good for points, but now not good at all. Yeah, so what happened?
I pulled onto the track, started to give it RPM, and then all of a sudden the car just, and then all of a sudden, run! Remember the old go-kart days when we tossed the chain.
God darn it. Well, definitely could not afford that.
So I knew that was a dry shaft. So, I'll have to give old Pat Fagan a call at Fast Shaft and get one ordered on Monday.
Man, that really hurt. I think tonight could have been your night too. Starting outside second row.
Yeah. Well, welcome to racing, I guess, right?
What?
Welcome to racing, I guess, right?
Yeah, just our luck. God darn
You know,
it.
and I grease it after every race, and you know, I'm religious about maintenance.
Yeah. No. Here we go. We're gonna watch the Wasota feature. All right. So this is what they call in the business closing interview. I'm getting on this side so we got some light. Tough break there, Billy.
Yep. Not much else to say about it. You know,
Yeah.
It kind of is what it is.
Car looked good.
No, the car was really good, and we did a couple of small adjustments for the feature that I really, really would love to have tried, you know. But thinking about the, you know, digging the good stuff here. Thank God it broke when I just got on the track.
Yeah. Hopefully
know?
we didn't hurt the tranny.
But you know, guys, you know, like Shanning, you know, wide open that dry shaft brakes, that destroys cars, body parts, bad deal.
Yeah.
So, you know, I am grateful that it broke when I was just putting around coasting, so it could have been a lot worse. So I think the tranny's fine because, like I said, I wasn't at high speed. You know, we were just literally got on the track. I think I was, what, 30 yards on the track?
I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe your window net fell down or something, or I didn't know why you were stopped there. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, if it was something like that, you would have stopped down in a corner, you know, where the corner guy is, not right way up high there on the track.
Yeah, I got on the track and started RPM up, and all of a sudden the whole car just, and then, and as soon as the motor took off like that, RPM gain, I'm like, yep, there goes the dry shaft. So,
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see what what happens with the point situation. But
yeah, no, because we didn't take the green flag, we're gonna take home a big old goose egg today. So pretty much as if we didn't even show up.
yeah,
Because you don't get points from the heat race. So taking a 0, not good. You know, we were in 5th pretty good. No one was really too far. You know, I don't think they're.
no, the top 5 were pretty
Yeah,
pretty
we're
close.
all pretty close. You know, so. And honestly, that's what I kept telling was, you know, eventually one of these top 4 guys are going to get a DNF. You know, it's bound to happen. You know, and that's when I need to be there to take advantage of it.
Well, you got yours. Maybe they'll get theirs.
Well, I just took mine. But it wasn't a DNF. We took a DNS. Well, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's true.
So at least if they get to take a DNF, they'd still take home some points. But now the only chance we have is if they don't show up and they miss a night.
Yeah. Oh well.
But
We're still out here to have fun.
yeah, taking that did not start.
I mean, there's still pretty nice trophies for top 3, top 5 in Deer Creek. So
Yeah. No, I'm not saying we're giving up. You know, we're definitely going to keep fighting. You know, but I think the option of a points championship's up the door now for sure.
yeah. Well, we can still pull off a win or two.
Yeah. No, we can definitely try to, you know, get in the top 3. You know,
Cool. All right. Well, man, I feel bad for you.
it is what it is. If it's easy, everyone will be doing it. You know, nothing you can do about it. You know, as I said, it is what it is. You know,
You know, and you had that all apart too, maintenance wise. We
Yeah,
changed
you know.
gear this week, which seems like it was a good choice.
You know, and that's just the way it is. You know, I am religious on my maintenance. You know, after every race, I'm underneath there greasing dry shafts, because I've seen what happens when they come apart. You know, I'm lubing up all my heims every week. I go through the whole car. Like this week, I had all 4 springs out of the car, servicing all my Torrington bearings. You know, I like to do that every 3 nights. They honestly didn't even need it, so it's probably a waste of my time and a waste of brake cleaner and grease, but you know, staying on top of it, because that little bit could be the difference between winning and second. And so I always try to keep on top of all my maintenance, and it just shows you, even with proper maintenance, parts fail.
Well, we did have a couple seasons on that drive shaft.
Yeah, I know that dry shaft has had probably 3-4 seasons on it. You know,
So you get your money's worth out of it.
Yeah, we did.
Time to call Pat.
Yeah, fast shaft.
Too bad you can't run carbon fiber in Wissota.
Yeah, which is dumb. They really should.
Now would be the time.
Yeah, you know, people think, you know, they're expensive. They really are, but they're stronger, they're lighter.
Yeah.
And then if they do blow apart, when the fiberglass breaks, it turns into cloth. So you don't have a 3-inch steel tube whipping around there. And man, it's crazy. The amount of destruction that dry shaft does.
No, and I really don't think there's a performance advantage per se.
Well, it's lighter, you know, how much?
Car's still got to weigh what it's got to weigh.
Yeah, but
I mean, unless you're really going to split the difference in rotating weight.
It's
and all that.
rotating weight, you know, again, you know, how much is it? Probably not enough to even see on a dyno. But
Not in a B-mod.
no, definitely not. But
All right, well, it's going to load her up.
load her up and then head home. And
Big party tomorrow.
big housewarming party tomorrow.
Yeah. So maybe we'll shoot a little video while we're there.
So, I'm sure we will.
And so
Eat
it's
some chili cheese dogs and have some adult Marley pops.
all right.
So,
All right.
all right, thanks for watching.
Guys have fun tonight at the races?
Yeah, it's really fun.
And I told you about our YouTube channel, right? What's the name of our YouTube channel?
Minnesota Dirt.
Minnesota Dirt. And you're going to start watching it?
Yeah.
You know why? Because you're going to be on this next one.
Better ask me the name.
And you'll have to watch. So what's your name? We'll start with you.
Race.
What's that?
Race.
Race?
Race.
Race. Like R-A-C-E, like let's go race.
R-A-Y-C-E.
But like race car driver. Dude, you're destined.
Yeah, you are destined.
You are destined to be a driver.
Yeah.
And what's your name, buddy?
Kyler.
Tyler?
Kyler.
Kyler with a K.
Yeah.
I'm a little hard of hearing. All right, and then so we've already established they don't have a favorite driver yet, but we're gonna work on that, aren't we? So one of your favorite drivers could be.
Not a favorite A-mod.
Oh, so who's your favorite driver? Well, that's not A-mod.
Race, who's your favorite driver?
Who's your favorite driver?
Well, you gotta tell them
Who?
that is.
Dad.
Yeah.
Who's your dad? Is it Ryan?
I missed that.
What's his last name?
Jacobson.
What number is he?
Oh, you're right, Jake.
What
Well, yeah, why didn't you tell me that I was your favorite driver?
22.
Hey, there you go. Okay, well, we know that guy. That's good. You're acting like you never come to the races. You come to races all the time.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. I was going to say because you could be, Billy Steinberg could be your favorite driver. Okay, who's your favorite driver? Now it is Billy. All right, woo! All right, so make sure you guys watch YouTube. Minnesota Dirt.
They do watch YouTube.
Like,
I'll probably see myself on
you will see yourself on there. I'm going to make you YouTube famous. Now the girls will be all over you.
Minnesota Dirt. Like, share, and subscribe.
Perfect. Woo! There you go. You just had your
So shy.
Hollywood debut.